So we'll go to this first clip here. In this first clip, it says, Charlamagne says hip-hop media became too emotionally invested in Drake versus Kendrick. I think a lot of people just were already invested in their own way in music. And I think this just created two different areas for people to basically just dive into. This beef did make it to a point where people chose sides, and for good reason. I mean, there was definitely some accusations in here. There was definitely some things that were said that people could say were foul, shouldn't have been said, whatever, but they were said. So they forced people to pick sides. Either you was on the side of somebody who you deemed was doing right for the culture and somebody who people felt was taken away from it. That's what really forced people to choose sides. But he said Charlamagne argues journalists shouldn't be writing for artists, talking about Act, while Akademiks admits there was no way he was going to let Drake bleed out.
That's mine.
Yo, no way he was gonna let Drake bleed out. Now imagine, this is a guy who calls himself a journalist, but you're telling yourself you won't allow these two people that's in a beef to basically just fight their way through this shit. You're trying to tell me you won't allow these people to just do what they do, make their music, go at it, so you had to step in to prevent him from bleeding out. All right.
That's mine.
These days, what online is, because now everything they try to throw me into, they throw Drake into like we're teammates.
Yeah, nigga, y'all teammates. What the fuck? What the hell?
Right? Drake's my man. He gave me a chain like, that's my man. But you know, I was just a big fan of his. I supported him during some really tough moments in his career. That's why I got a chain.
Okay, I was talking about same over here. Okay. I've never liked Drake's music. You know that.
All right, bet.
So who could pay me to hate Drake?
We never said that. What I'm saying is that now the internet is breaking where there is teams.
And I think that's silly.
Well, it's not about if it's silly or not, is it happening? These days you're realizing the people who are super pro Jay-Z, they're usually shitting on Drake. The people who are usually pro Drake, they don't give a fuck about whether it's Kendrick.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
But shouldn't we be better as media personalities? Why do we fuel that? Like, we should know that, hey, you can have your opinion about an artist. I can have my opinion about an artist. That don't mean the fan bases got to hate each other. That's some Republican Democrat shit.
Yeah, but all this, I told you, it started with Kendrick and Drake.
That's
hip-hop
dumb,
is
though.
never...
You help fuel that too.
How I help fuel that?
Yo, this guy's just gonna be ignorant through this whole thing. Basically saying you wouldn't let Drake bleed out. You got on this and you chose a side your damn self. As a journalist, right? Journalist, you chose to side your damn self, but you try to lecture people about people splitting up and choosing sides.
How?
Sir, you literally went on the side that you chose. You chose that side and decided to go sit there. Like, what are we talking about?
You help fuel that divide. Because
keep in mind, the first time George was mentioned, they pulled up on being a concert.
Because instead of just letting Drake get belt to ass, right?
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna let my man get jumped?
He's not your friend. What the hell?
You're not my dad!
Brother, you just met him. You just got a chain.
Oh.
There it is. There it is.
It's not real, is it? It's legit? It's for me?
Yeah.
After all these years, you did all this work for free, all this glazing for free.
Glaze you, Nick.
You did all of that for free. But now you ready to jump into a fight that nobody invited you to? Come on, dog. And you want to lecture people about choosing sides? Come on, dog.
I know.
That's crazy.
But instead of... Y'all were trying to let him get...
But instead of just let the rappers
There was a lot of coward niggas in media.
But let the rappers rap. Like, listen.
No, it was bigger than that.
Okay.
Because a lot of people at that point, like, I know that feeling when niggas think you done and niggas feel like it's okay to kick it back in. And, okay, Drake, we get it with the battle, right? Drake and Kendrick. But I seen media personalities gloat. Maybe they wanted an interview or maybe they were promised an interview. And that was the moment they're like, all right, fine, we got him.
So
they picked...
That's life.
Okay, no, it's cool. So, all right, so cool. So they picked their side. What I'm saying is that not because my man bleeding out, I'm going to be like, all right, I'm going to just be on y'all side now. No, we fight till the end.
You don't have to be on no...
Yo, no side, bruh. All right, go ahead, Charlamagne.
Side. Yo, you still a Drake fan. Objectively, you could say, yo, Drake lost the rap battle. It don't matter. Drake gonna still be Drake. That's what I said.
The entire media was kicking us back, and what I said is,
you're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
He couldn't sit back and watch his man lose the battle. And the fact that his argument, the argument you brought to this conversation is that you couldn't watch your friend lose a battle, says a lot about who you are and what you doing out there. Like, this was such a dumbass idea for him to even get into this conversation. I don't know what he thought the outcome was going to be after this conversation, but this shit did not end well for you, bro. Whatever they were saying about you being compromised, this shit just added the fuel to it. That shit was already on fire and burned to the motherfucking ground, but whatever, this shit sparked up once again.
Somebody walked in here right now. If two guys walked in here and jumped on me and you, and we got our ass kicked, the internet would be gloating. They'd be like, finally, somebody fucked up DJ Akademiks, somebody fucked up Charlamagne the God. That's the way the game goes.
It was more than just about the rap battle. The narratives, too. It's
What
one of
were
the
the narratives?
It's the reason why you even suing.
This gonna be a tough one, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying not to pause too much. I'm trying to like let it rock a little bit, but this gonna be tough. This gonna be tough. A guy that's literally running a page, Akademiks TV page, the guy that literally gets on stream and came up with all these different narratives and joked about all these different things is saying it was about the narratives. This how you know the argument ain't reaching nowhere positive for him. It's definitely not, because
I didn't like that. Because the reality is it's a rap battle. They both said foul shit about each other. They both said defile
But let me
shit
ask you a
about
question. And this is when I think people start realizing how powerful the media is, right? Did any of those narratives that came from the battle, because I think people like you would want the audience to believe that Drake legit just like, took 2 years before this Iceman situation that he's, just back number one again, just because a rap battle. No, there was narratives.
That's another false narrative.
Nah, there was narratives that spawned.
He didn't take no time off.
No, hold on. No, it's not about time off.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that he's back like he's never missed a step, in my opinion.
He never went nowhere.
Okay, but you're not.
We're acting like the Party Next Door album didn't have bops on it.
You're right. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that for 2 years, because of the battle and the fracturing of the fans, and also a lot of the media going against him,
it's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, and I just had to have a warrior spirit, and that's all. So I'm just
every negative. There was a time where negative campaigns or hate, things against Drake just didn't work. You know why? Because people were like, nah, that's not Drake. Everything negative said about Drake afterwards worked. You know why?
He got cooked.
Most
Worked
of them,
how? What do you mean work? When you say work, what do you mean work?
the people were carrying on these narratives that was driving almost like groupthink about him and his entire career.
Have you ever heard the quote, even dirty water makes flowers grow? So people can say negative shit they say negative shit about you all the time. Has that stopped your career?
No.
People say negative shit about me all the time. Has that stopped my career? People say negative shit about Drake. Has that stopped his career?
Okay, well, they say negative shit about Jay-Z, and he coming out in an interview saying he's trying to go on offense. Why?
Because y'all motherfuckers have been fucking with him.
Okay, so when Drake...
This ain't new.
Oh, okay, so you're acknowledging, because I like that little saying, I don't know how long you had it, but it's clear that it does affect some shit, because Jay is now saying after getting his ass kicked media-wise, PR-wise, people are accusing him of stuff, linking him with other people that did really vile stuff, and just throwing random stuff at him. He said, nah, I'm getting on offense now. So he's reacting to the dirty water.
Yeah, this was a super pivot here. I mean, talking about, I think the conversation was basically Drake never left. Drake ain't go nowhere. But somehow we pivoted to Drake being attacked and Drake being the victim, and we got to feel bad for Drake. Everybody has to coddle Drake. Let's help Drake because they said all these bad and mean things about him. They're so mean.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all right.
That's mine.
Let's go to the next clip. This is Charlamagne calls out Akademiks over his coverage of the allegations surrounding Drake's camp. Charlamagne argues Ak can't repeatedly dismiss the lawsuits as bullshit without also addressing the claims that Drake associate George Grand Wizard helped inflate streams through coordinated streaming scheme. Akademiks fires back, saying he doesn't believe Drake is involved, of course, and insists people are trying to tie him to allegations without evidence. Okay, all right.
What they got going on. You can be using these clippers to push your narratives. You can be using these clippers to promote your songs, but these clippers might also be involved in some other shit. No, I'm not.
No. Charlotte, what I'm saying to you, everything you're reading that this guy is writing that came from these civil suits, I want to address it. It is false. Like,
do you think? So you're asking? Do I think Drake would be doing this?
Drake is not doing it.
Okay.
Republic Records, which is his label, ain't doing it.
That's a lie.
Republic Records is botting Drake's music through Stake, because that's what it alleges.
I don't know. I'm saying,
you said it was a good article.
When it comes to using the clippers to push narratives,
okay,
and make yourself look larger than life.
Okay, so we're going off the article that you said your man Dalton did, right? And I'm saying that
he mentioned a bunch of different things clippers are doing, not just the streaming.
But let's talk about the illegal ones, because I just mentioned legal ones. The future shit's legal.
Okay,
that's legal. You're saying, well, what about this illegal stuff? Okay, so let's talk about what could be illegal, right? Yes, theoretically, it could be illegal if there is money being transferred, sent back and forth through countries
Especially
to
if it's
bot
crypto.
stream.
Especially if it's crypto.
Yeah, but crypto is not a crime. Is
If you're-
having
if-
crypto?
if-
Do you
if
have cryptocurrency?
No, if you're not reporting,
That's why you think that.
if you're not, if you're not reporting it in Australia,
How would you
if
know?
you're
what
doing it, if you're doing
how
it,
would you
if
know
you're
what he's
doing it through tipping features,
How would you know what he's reporting or not?
oh, but the people investigating them probably do.
Did Dalton make?
I have no idea.
Surely you say you've read these things.
Did you see the other article in the age.com, Australia?
With-
the ones
with-
that said they put the investigators on them, the one that said,
With
oh,
no new info.
But it don't matter if it's new or not. The thing I be wanting to know is how come you're not having these conversations with your audience?
Because I'm trying to have it with you and
no,
you
no,
can't
no,
even
but
keep
you
up.
say you're so transparent.
No, Charlotte.
Okay.
I've spoke about these lawsuits because they filed them against Drake and Aiden before. I've said they're bullshit.
But do you tell the people what they're actually being accused of? It's one thing to explain the clipping. It's one thing to
we
explain.
go through the art.
I've never seen you go through the article. I've never seen you go through an article.
I went through it. I went through one of them. But the allegations, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Mention the specific allegations, and we could speak as
I
people.
just
would.
did.
Okay. And I just told you. I said, so do you believe that Drake is money laundering his earnings or whatever through a online gambling casino to get his streams inflated? Does that even sound right?
No, but I think George might be.
Okay, so we're getting Drake out of the way. All right, bet. So Drake's out of the way. Why would George do it?
For money.
So who would he be doing it for?
I have no idea.
If he's doing it for, he's not a musician. Is he a musician?
No, but it could be a musician paying him.
Who do you think is paying? You're saying that there's things here, but now we're assuming a crime.
I ain't assuming nothing. I'm just reading the article, giving you information.
But when we're talking about what's there, you don't even have anything you could like properly fall back on and say.
I just read you everything. These people, this is
the
a
main
foundation.
accusation, you just agreed with me that you don't believe Drake is doing that.
Well, let me say this.
So give me another accusation.
No. Let me say this.
Nah, don't try. Nah. Don't look away now. Don't try to switch it up now, brother. No, sir. I mean, one thing that Ak is good at is if you don't know, let's say you don't know nothing about Drake or anything that's going on outside of Drake, Akademiks, whatever, you would think that Drake and Akademiks is like day one niggas. Like they came up together. They know every little thing about each other. You would think that. And like not knowing, like if you're on this channel, you know. But outside of this, you would think like these two are best friends and he know everything that's going on with this man. The fact that he's trying to get on Charlamagne for assuming certain things while he also assumes that Drake is not doing any of these nefarious things is just crazy and shows you how naive he is. I mean, also, we talking about this Grand Wizard dude, a dude who, as far as I know, he has never met. Like, Akademiks love to have these long-distance relationships. Like, damn, this man love calling people his homie, his day ones that he never met. A long-distance relationship from Jersey to Australia is crazy. Crazy work.
It's hard for me to think Drake would do that. That's honestly how I feel.
Wait, what?
It's hard for me to.
Charlotte's a media legend, man.
It's hard for me to think that Drake would do that because why would he have to?
He's not.
But that doesn't mean he's not. And I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just telling you what these allegations are saying. And I'm telling you that your boy George is in the middle of all of these allegations.
All right. A break in between it. Shout out to Rilla who posted this. Said DJ Akademiks is getting cooked in the comments on his own channel. Charlamagne had him looking crazy. So I'm guessing while he was having this, they was in the comments cooking him. Let's see what this say. They say the jig is up. Realize how much I don't give a fuck about any of this. This man was getting cooked on stream. This is exactly how I thought it would. Act getting hit with respectful haymakers. 20 minutes in and you could see this ain't gonna go the way Act thought it would. They said Act got his lead. Golly, man. Charlamagne the guy can't compose and seem to be telling the truth. Act is looking shaky and triggered. Damn. Akademiks has no idea what he's talking about. Damn. This on his own channel now. And he wearing, he is wearing the OVO chain, y'all, if y'all have not noticed.
From your end. Are you on drugs? Are you on fucking coke?
Nah, of course, Alex.
On your end. You're the one. All of this is coming from you.
This is what they sent you to do is just gaslight.
Oh my God. Act, stop.
Charlamagne, I told you, I'm giving you exact instances, and you're gaslighting.
Act, George got 6 lawsuits right now that he's named in. Are any of them from Roc Nation?
What are those lawsuits about?
This crypto.
Yeah, he asked him if he on drugs, for real. He said, you got all these lawsuits. Are any of them from Roc Nation? Skips the question. Ak is doing Ack is doing the MAGA thing. You know, like the Pam Bondi, sat there, don't answer no questions, deflect. That's what Ack is doing. But he's doing this and sitting here with a whole bunch of conspiracies. Y'all heard him say, Roc Nation sent you to do this. Like, well, he didn't say Roc Nation. He like, they really sent you here to do this. Ack believes all these conspiracies, bro. It's because you're not coming with any legitimate facts. You're not coming with anything that's backed up by anything. You just come in here with accusations saying that this entity and this person sent you to do this and they're doing that. That's what you come in here with. Cope Sanity says, Slow Akademiks got cooked. Yeah, that's exactly what we seeing. It's a roast.
Still shit and all of this shit that I've been reading.
It's about steak.
Okay. But are any of them from Roc Nation?
Okay.
No, just answer the question. Are any of them from Roc Nation?
But they're fun.
You think that. You have no proof of that.
Exactly. See what I mean? It's like people like this, how do you convince them of anything factual? Like, you ask this man, are any of the lawsuits from Roc Nation? He goes, what are they about? He says, they're about state. Then you tell him, again, anything from Roc Nation. Now they're funding them. So they're not from them, and because he killed that notion that any of them are directly from Roc Nation, now your next thing is that Roc Nation is funding them based on no evidence at all. Crazy. It's a crazy space on the internet, man.
If you got proof, I'll shut the fuck up. That's all you gotta do. Show me proof, and I will promise you, not only will I shut the fuck up, I'll be like, damn, that's what they doing that? From
All right. Charlamagne calls out Akademiks for predicting Jay-Z would launch a PR campaign to repair his image.
I'm gonna come out with all of this, promotion and marketing and all of this stuff next year to change the narrative. And I'm like, Ack is slick. Because you're not dumb. You knew it was the 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. Stay with me now. The 30-year anniversary of his first album, which laid the foundation for everything. The 25-year anniversary of arguably his best album. And the 10-year anniversary of what I think is one of his best albums, 444. Of course it's going to be a media blitz. Of course he's going to do concerts. Of course it's going to be merchandise. Of course he might step out there and do some interviews and more shows. Yeah, we know this.
Also, I could see a PR whitewash from a mile away. Right,
but why not? Let me finish my point. Why not use both? Okay. Because that's what me and you do. Me and you are doing that right now. Okay. Me and you are taking the opportunity to say, you know what? Me and Ack been having the worldwide nigga net talking for 2-3 weeks. Let's sit down and do a sit down.
Yeah, because 3 minutes ago.
I don't know if we said anything about this, but I do want y'all to just peep that he got on the OVO chain. Like, he got on the OVO chain right now. I just want y'all to peep that real quick. And not for any specific reason, but just to make the point that the reason why he did this is because Ack knows what's going to happen in this interview, this conversation. He knows that what Charlamagne is going to bring up is the fact that he got the chain. So his idea is to come here with the chain and get ahead of the shit and wear it so that it doesn't look like a big deal. No, motherfucker, we gonna make it a big deal over here, man. Trust me, man. Trust me, man. You're not just gonna sit here and act like that chain don't mean nothing. It's funny to have a conversation about being compromised, and you trying to basically say that about other people while you sit here with the whole symbol of being compromised on this damn conversation. Chain alone shows everybody that you are compromised. Why did you get the chain? Let's even start at that part. Why did he get the chain? All the work you put in? What, everything you did in the battle to protect him? Does that not say you compromised? Charlamagne had got a Roc Nation chain or something. What y'all think the conversation would have been? Trying to stay ahead of it by wearing the OVO chain and also wearing this steak shirt because he's trying to stomp on the damn conversation before the shit even comes up. But we see it. We already see what's going on. We ain't tripping. We got it. King Black Power said Drake finally let him wipe his mouth. That shit was a long time coming, dog. Long time coming. They said, nah, he just needs people talking about him is what's up. I know he being in the midst of all these conversations, but it's annoying as hell. Tom G said, as a journalist at that. Exactly. Like, to sit here and, spew all this, I'm a journalist, I'm the #1 media guy, but you compromised as hell. Like, the chain is a dead giveaway, dog.
You literally said that basically those type of things, I'm telling you what's happening to Drake. You're saying those type of things don't affect you.
Lux Fash, you a hater, Akademiks, son, all you bum YouTubers all watch Akademiks and try to do what he do. Shut your bitch ass up.
Oh my God.
All right, I ain't gonna go there with y'all. Just sit around and keep watching the video, bro. Just watch with us, man. Hang out with us real quick. Hang out with us, man. Get mad, man. Fight for your man.
That's mine.
Fight for Akademiks, man. Fight the whole chat.
So, because I'm saying it with Drake in the sense of, for 2 years, he kind of got his ass kicked in the media. I'm the only nigga who said, hey, it could be 1,000 of y'all. That's my mans. And I thought we evened out the conversation.
Sure, I'm saying that none of it affects these people career-wise. surprised.
No, it shouldn't make sense.
Jay-Z's selling out. Jay-Z got 140,000 tickets sold this weekend at Yankee Stadium. He's selling out all around the world.
I beg to differ. He sat in a fucking chair for four days, like taking out his wicks, trying to get like a afro to this Drake and Nicki Minaj and Kanye, and none of them responded to him.
You don't believe
none responded to him.
You gotta stop.
None responded.
You know why you gotta stop doing
none
shit like
responded,
that?
man. Like, that was bad.
You're smarter than
the only person responding was Oskino and Dame Dash.
Fuck the response. They've been shitting on that man for 4 years prior.
What Drake say?
Drake
said his jig is up and he crashed out?
This guy referenced Jay-Z like 4 or 5 times on
He
Ice
just said
Man.
he don't want to file. He want to file the case.
Nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining, and you are a great entertainer / liar. Drake literally mentioned Jay-Z 4 or 5 times on Iceman. You know Nicki been going
What
crazy.
has Jay done?
You know,
Since we know y'all cool.
You know Nicki been going crazy on him for years.
She's been cool.
Dame Dash been going. It don't matter. Dame Dash been going crazy on him for years. But fuck a response. They've been talking about him prior. So finally,
Jay-Z's not on Drake's radar right now. Like you can tell he ain't get a response. You know Drake usually responds to a lot more people.
You trying to get my cortisol levels up?
No, he cleared the air.
Yo, he mentioned Jay 4 or 5 times on Iceman.
When?
He didn't see it. He didn't see it.
Bro, say when, bro. When, yo, oh my God, dog.
You just referenced
No. I know he referenced it, but like you're acting like he's trying to go back and forth. Jay-Z went and did a freestyle diss.
I can't respond. I'm a rapper. I'm responding directly to your lyrics. The jig is up. Oh, word. Now you look at the wrong chart.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why he ain't get a response, it was kind of weak. It didn't hit
Jay-Z responded to Drake. And by the way, there's nothing to respond to because it wasn't like it was a diss.
But
you say, yo, the jig is up, whatever. Drake said the jig is up, blah, blah, blah. Jay gave him a couple of bars. That's what he did. He gave him a couple of bars.
But I think that was a great moment. There's like kind of levels in between right now. Drake should have responded.
It was dope. And you know it was dope.
That was dope?
We're still talking about it now.
And that's the funny part, right? To continuously say it was whack, it was this. Ack been talking about Jay-Z ever since Jay-Z came out with that damn freestyle. Ack has not stopped talking about it since. But, you know, I get it. When somebody talking about your man's like, you know, you feel some type of way, you gonna say, man, that shit was whack, yo. That shit was... You know that shit hurt. It hurt. That's the reason why you talk about it. Talk to Tom G. He said they're like vegans that buy steak just to argue why it's bad. Like, he know that shit hurt. You know, it's easy to say it's whack, but at the end of the day, Jay did a thing that people these days don't understand. Jay responded by doing what he does best, rap. Now, had Jay went on Twitter or said something somewhere else, like, what then? That would have been a better response for Akademiks, something that he could respect more. A response on Twitter, a response in an interview. Jay went on stage and said what he did after they was talking shit for years and just gave him a few light bars. They said the jig is up. The jig is up. It's not a haymaker. That's a fact. The jig is up. Iceman was a nice man. Now I'm hot and cold. Yeah, bro. Let me hear that freestyle one more time, man. Play that Jay-Z freestyle.
You talked about it for days.
No. You know why we talked about it?
You lost your mind. And by the way,
we talked about it because he got out of character. Charlamagne, you said Jay is too high up. He's not thinking about Drake.
No, I'm talking about...
He went on stage and rapped about it.
No, I didn't say Drake. I'm talking about you.
No, you said, because you referenced his interview. Frazier said in the interview because you referenced exactly when Jay said, yo, why am I thinking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar? And you echoed that. That's why I know it was about Drake. And then 5 days later, everything we talked about on the phone is like he was on three-way. He went on the stage and rapped.
No, what Jay said was...
Were you at the concert?
No. What Jay said was, I'm Jay-Z. Why would I be jealous of any of these people? And I think he referenced Drake in particular. I can't remember right now. But he said, I'm Jay-Z. Why would I be jealous of any of these people? That's a specific thing, which I agree with. He's Jay-Z. Why would he be jealous? No. For what? Ack, you got to tell me why.
Well, why would he respond then?
Because he's a rapper. And he's...
Drake beats his record.
No.
Wrong chart.
Listen.
Wrong chart, champ.
Listen, he's a rapper who's in rapper mode right now because he's outside. 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt, the 25-year anniversary of the Blueprint. It's actually smart. See, he doesn't do what some of us have to do, meaning that got to respond to every single thing. If I don't got nothing to talk about,
That's a fact. So this is concerning the NFL, right? Because a lot of people brought up Kaepernick to try to slander Jay with the kneeling and everything, and Charlamagne kind of cleared up some of these things. So let's see what he said here.
Go watch the interview where it's me, Roger Goodell, Jay-Z. I'm the one in the office saying, yo, all of this shit is cool, but the best PR for the NFL right now would be to make sure Colin Kaepernick gets the job.
Do you want people to stop?
No, I don't want people to stop protesting at all. It's a form of protest. I support protests across the board. We need to bring light to the issue.
Is Colin Kaepernick get a job? Is he being
any team can sign him right now.
I think the biggest issue people have is they want to know how you could partner with a league on social justice when Colin Kaepernick, who brought it to the attention of the masses by peacefully protesting against social injustices, still out of a job. Can Colin Kaepernick get a job? I'm the one pressing the line on Roger Goodell and Jay-Z.
You were
for
just
those
saying
questions.
it with no action behind it, knowing that...
What can I do?
Well,
I'm just in the room as a media personality. Okay, you want to know the action behind it? Y'all got to make sure Colin Kaepernick gets back in the league. All right, we're going to get Colin a tryout. Do we forget Roc Nation got Colin Kaepernick a tryout? Do we forget that? It was public. Everybody knew about it. It was big news. An hour before, Colin decides to go to a whole other field, like an hour and a half away, and hold the private tryout, and left all of these NFL representatives from these different teams at the field where the actual tryout was supposed to be.
Let me tell you the criticism that I agree with.
You just gonna go somewhere else with it? You just gonna go somewhere else with it? And this is a funny thing, right? We not doing nothing but playing clips of what this man has said out of his own damn mouth. This right here is just an embarrassment on all types of levels. He's literally right here spitting out conspiracy theories, and Charlamagne is answering all these things with a little more logic. And we just watching this man just completely fold and jump from narrative to narrative, accusation to accusation, conspiracy to conspiracy, all just to basically end up at the final where he wants to say that Roc Nation is behind all this shit going on. I understand if you an Act fan and you watching this and you seeing this right now, this shit hurt.
Oh my God.
You watching yo idol, I don't know how that happened. Idol is crazy. I don't know how it happened. I don't need to know your story, brother. But you watching your man get cooked right now. So I understand it. And I understand if you are an Act fan and you've been watching all these years, to sit back and watch him glaze Drake is crazy. And I know it hurt that you gotta ride with that. All this time, you just gotta ride with that and watch him glaze and act like you don't see it. I know sometimes y'all sit back and y'all see the amount of glazing this man has done for this guy and y'all be like, damn, man, they cooking us out there. You know, you gotta put on that straight face and go out and jump in chat rooms and defend your guy. It be like that sometimes, man. I get it. I know, man. It hurts, man. Come on home, brother. Come on home. This is crazy.
You made some points and even brought some stuff up. Maybe I'll think about it a little differently. But what I won't think about differently
Are you
is
allowed to? With a Drake chain on and a steak shirt on? Are you allowed to say anything positive about Roc Nation?
Dog, my man showed up with the Drake work uniform. Drake said, listen, whenever you go and you on the job, wear this chain, bro. On stream, you can do what you want, but when you on the job and you outside, wear this chain. Wear your uniform, dog. Golly.
Well, why would Drake have a problem with Roc Nation?
I don't know. You the one keep saying that. You're the first person to tell me that.
You're telling me that Jay went on stage to respond to him when you never know what he meant when he said the jig is up.
You gotta stop.
Charlamagne says he helped Drake get ahead of the Meek Mill beef before back-to-back. Charlamagne claims he privately warned Drake about the reference tracks before they got leaked, giving him the chance to get out in front of the story before releasing back-to-back. If y'all remember during back-to-back, y'all remember that line, you gonna make me buy bottles for Charlamagne. So Charlamagne is saying that he gave Drake the heads up about the reference tracks. My thing is, why give him a heads up about reference tracks? They exist. If you've been fooling hip-hop for all this time and acting like you write your shit and in the background you got people writing for you and giving you reference tracks, I ain't give you a heads up on shit. Especially if I'm in that. First of all, that's fucked up. It's fucked up to cosplay as an artist, as a rapper, and act like you the best, say you the best, tell everybody you this, you that, nobody can fuck with you, and you getting reference tracks out here. I don't think nobody should give you no heads up on that. You need to crash and burn on that alone. But let's see what Charlamagne said.
I don't hate Drake the way you hate Jay-Z.
Well,
I only critique the music and his
Drake
clothes.
Drake sent you bottles and shouted you out on a diss song. Jay-Z and his people got me in court,
hey, listen,
federal court.
I'm gonna tell you something else Drake did that you should have done.
Oh, shit.
Who gave Drake a heads up about the reference track?
What heads up did I have that I didn't give him?
No. Who gave
What heads up did I have that I didn't give him? You see? Crazy. Compromise.
Drake a heads up about the reference tracks 10 years ago?
I heard you did that, yeah.
Everybody thought me and Drake had such crazy beat, but me being a human, right? I'm like, I don't want to destroy this man's career. I don't hate this man like that. I said, you know what? When we finished talking, I said, I'm gonna call Jay Prince and just let Jay Prince be like, no, somebody sent me these reference tracks, blah, blah, blah. When I sent Drake, Jay Prince the reference tracks, Jay Prince didn't give a fuck where they came from. He was just like, yo, I got these reference tracks. This is what they trying to do to my man. Hey, Drake, now you got the heads up. Figure it out. So Drake went on offense and got in front of whatever the narrative was going to be. You gonna make me buy bottles for Charlamagne? How do you think I even got in that song?
Okay. All right. So good. Kudos.
You should have followed your idol's lead. And when Charlamagne gave you a heads up, instead of saying, you know what, let's go on the offense against Charlamagne for what reason I don't know.
I'm
Let me
telling
just get in front of these narratives.
It's me and Roc Nation. We've been in for a minute.
Go ahead.
I told you this on the phone. You know what you should have said? Those my people over there, you my mans. Yo, listen, I'm gonna just get out the way. Instead, you play defense.
No, you know what I said? Those my people, I'm gonna get you a conversation with them. I didn't even get a chance to. You know why I didn't get a chance to? Because your man immediately started jumping on me the very next.
So that was the situation where Charlamagne basically gave Akademiks the heads up about his guy, Grand Wizard, whatever his name is. He gave him the heads up about him. And instead of Akademiks doing what most of us would probably do in real life when somebody tell you some shit about your homie, you know? In real life, somebody tell you some shit about your homie, even if you don't believe the shit, what do you do with that information? You take that information and you move accordingly, right? What he did was he took that information, went back to his guy, and said, let's attack Charlamagne. Instead of taking that information and saying, you know what, let me sit back in the cut a little bit and watch and see how this goes and figure out what's going on. Instead of that, he went straight to the guy that's being accused of the shit that he doing and said, let's attack Charlamagne.
You big
This
dummy.
how you know Akademiks don't really got no real friends around him. I don't know if he does or not, but I'm just assuming that he doesn't, because this is not how you handle a situation like this, especially for somebody who lives fucking thousands and thousands of miles away and you ain't met. That shit is crazy. You met this man online. Long distance relationships is crazy, dog. Talk to hip hop clips, man. Ponzi scheme we spoken about gets put right in front of Akademiks' face. Charlamagne sits down, presented Akademiks' entire operational breakdown on how they help manipulate and manufacture fake hype, fake streams for artists like Drake using online gambling sites. And this is Akademiks basically, I guess, reacting to his own shit.
The lawsuits allege those rigged casino winnings weren't only for show, they were a laundering rail. Money allegedly moved through states' encrypted tipping feature, described in the complaints as a wholly encrypted and substantially unregulated tool, perfect for pushing untraceable crypto to people you'd rather not be caught paying. And who got paid? Bot operators. Suits claim the proceeds financed streaming farms that pumped out millions of fake plays of Drake's catalog, bending Spotify's algorithm, faking a culture-wide consensus, manufacturing the very stardom that made the casino deal valuable in the first place. A rigged casino generates fake wins, the fake wins fund fake screams, the fake screams manufacture real fame, the real fame sells the casino, a perfect circle that never once touches reality. Which brings us finally to the man behind the curtain, who you genuinely cannot make this up, goes by Grand Wizard. George Wynn, an Australian named as a defendant, allegedly runs the Akademiks TV account and operates in chat under that handle. The filings cast him as the operational hinge, the guy who converts the state crypto to cash, liaisons with the bot vendors, and coordinates narratives. The paid clips, the manufactured praise, the slander of rival artists, the synthetic chat hype that makes a stage moment feel organic. And per the leaked chat logs, the complaints lean on, the wizard wasn't freelancing, he was allegedly taking his marching orders straight from Drake and DJ Akademiks. The hype man for the hype was himself a hire.
Okay, could I respond to that?
Please.
I don't know what the answer was for that, but it seemed like it was gonna be some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie.
Because this light gaslighting, just watch the comments. Everybody's literally, watch the comments. I'm looking down the comments right now. They're all gonna say, yo, does Charlamagne actually think that is working? That said when real life meets the internet. That's crazy, dog. It said Charlotte proved why he's the big homie. Act made it seem like he got the better of Charlamagne, but 20 minutes in and he's getting hoed. Everything is tied to Roc Nation and Jay-Z. Yo, that's the crazy part. It just makes him look like a conspiracy theorist, bro. And it's like, that's all you came here with? Conspiracies and accusations and no type of proof? That's insane, dog. So, I mean, those are just clips. I didn't watch the full interview because it's 3 hours long, dog. But let's see if we can find some other points that maybe we missed.
At that level, it is impossible to have a perfect score. You can't point to any businessman, businesswoman on this planet that has a perfect score. There's always gonna be somebody that feels like, oh, I got slighted, or oh, this didn't go right for me. That's just the way shit goes.
You're missing the majority. If you ask, if you do a poll, you should do it on Breakfast Club. You should do a poll about what is their consensus when they hear Roc Nation.
So who am I asking this to?
The general public. What I'm
It's
saying
gonna
is
be 140,000 of us at Yankee Stadium this weekend throwing up the rock sign.
Act general public is the chat. Let's not, this man just sold out a stadium, bro. And you want to say, ask the chat in a poll what the general consensus is of Roc Nation? Are you out of your fucking mind? This man just sold out a stadium, dog. You want to ask the chat? Wow. Okay.
Music. The point of what I'm trying to say is that the narrative around, and I think this is why they think we created it. I don't think it's us.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Again, we could go back to more stuff. Why is Nicki going up on him? Nicki felt like he did some unethical shit business-wise when he came to title.
Why Nicki goes in on everybody. And Nicki still got paid from what I saw.
So Nicki goes at everybody just like how she's going at Jay-Z?
Yes.
It's a little bit different.
What? What are we talking about right now?
No, she goes at people. I'm not saying
Nicki goes crazy on everybody.
You can't blame people for, I think, even with the casino thing. You know, I think that casino thing don't work. People know Jay full of shit. Anything Jay,
I don't know why you have this hard on.
No, I'm being honest.
Jay, it's crazy.
That ain't the only one. Yo, it's giving obsessed, dog. Shit is looking crazy right now.
You want to frame it like it was a heads up? It was more of a, the way to neutralize these guys is to get Ak away from them by saying,
that's what a guilty person would think.
Nigga, you told me the dude is stealing from me. You have no proof of it.
I never said he was stealing from you.
He took $4 million from me. You literally told me that.
How would he take $4 million from you?
That's what I was saying, but that's when it was bullshit.
I never said he took $4 million from you.
Charlotte, you said he got pressed. Oh, and you said
and he told investigators that he gets some money from you.
And you said, Ak, I seen the finances. Yo, he's getting paid a lot more than you. Yo, I think he's...
By the way, I was wrong about that. Remember the shit I showed you earlier? The shit I showed you that with all the shit that you get paid to do?
Yeah.
Yes, you make more than him.
It's music promotion.
Yeah.
But we gotta be clear because when we allude to it, so what you showed me, and you can put it on camera. I don't like it when people are acting like they got some privileged information. Number one, if I brought up your Breakfast Club or Netflix contract or whatever, and I start like putting it online or whatever, you might be like, damn, you kind of invade my privacy. So here's my thing. Rather than you source it, just post it.
I get what you're saying.
So post it that we can talk about it because the first person who said an actual thing to Jeremy dude, I bodied him. We haven't heard from him since because he's lying.
I get what you're saying, but I never wanted any of this to be public. I called you.
You called me with the intent for me to step away from George. So that basically I would deactivate him, and I'm like, that's my man's.
No, because I said George, I said Carson McCoy, Alex Chocho, whoever. I don't know Alex Ocha. I don't know any of these people.
Well, George,
I'm just telling you the information that I was told.
You also, you said, how much do you trust George? I'm like,
valid question.
You're acting like, number one, someone's doing something illegal. Number two, you're acting like this guy is doing something like maybe stealing that I need to watch out for.
I ain't saying nobody no stealing. What would he be stealing?
That's why you kept saying the crypto stuff. It was like, I
gotta go back and look at the information because I don't remember nothing about no.
You literally said, if you're Akademiks and he's on Akademiks TV and he's getting paid way more than you, he might be stealing from you.
I ain't saying nothing about stealing. No. I know. I told you that.
I know I missed.
Hey, man. I don't know. Ak probably left his brain in them big-ass sneakers, man. Them big-ass sneakers, man. That's probably the thing, man. Golly, man. What the hell is Ak on right now, man?
I asked you.
What?
I asked you over the past week. They said all of these different sources were coming, even though, by the way,
no.
Some of that shit was hilarious. You literally said, I only know one.
Yeah, I know they Balenciagas. They big-ass shoes. I hate them shits.
Oh, my God.
I know what they are. I don't like them shit. This shit's big as hell. Especially when you got, when you Bevo Lottie got more head than he got body.
No, because you're Desiree's Australia
I would have told Desiree the same thing I tell everybody about.
So you would have still had that conversation. You still never did.
Listen, I would have told him the same thing. I would have told her the same thing I always tell everybody when it comes to you. I think you should sit down and have a conversation with Akademiks. Ak ain't like that. The Ak y'all see online that gets drunk off the liquor and wild, and that's a lot of that is performative. Have a conversation with, and let's see if we can squash some shit. Like that's what and by the way, that's what I told you.
Y'all think Ak is even capable of that shit? I feel like he's not really capable. I feel like everything when it comes to Akademiks and conflict or whoever he got an issue with, everything is always theater and theatrics, which is why like this conversation right here had to be like theatrics. It had to be a big stream for them to sit down, talk about this shit. He came here dressed in his OVO work uniform with the chain and the steak shirt. I don't think Akademiks is capable or even wants to even sit down and have real conversations to find out, okay, what is behind all of this shit? You know what I mean? Instead, his thing is, I can get super like crazy online. The gloves are off, or I'm gonna make your life this or make your life that. Like sometimes, bruh, as a man, you could just have a fucking conversation. Have a conversation and try to figure out the shit that's going on before you turn into like this fucking degenerate that just does all this bullshit. Like the man literally tried to give you a heads up about this guy and you turn that shit into okay, let's attack him. Shit is crazy, man. You could be a grown-ass man and have a conversation, but I don't think he's capable of doing that.
I want you to have a conversation and tell me what she says.
I mean, it's public. She gonna see it. Well, by the way,
you say you can make the call. Make the call. Like,
You've been wilding.
I want you to hear.
You've been wilding. It's gonna be hard to make that call now. Stop.
So now you're acknowledging this issue.
From your end. Are you on drugs? Are you on fucking coke?
Nah, of course, Alex.
On your end. You're the one. All of this is coming from you.
This is what they sent you to do, is just gaslight.
Oh my God. Act, stop.
And you're gaslight.
Act, George got 6 lawsuits right now that he's named in. Are any of them from Roc Nation?
What are those lawsuits about?
This crypto shit and all of this shit that I've been reading?
It's about state.
Okay. But are any of them from Roc Nation?
Okay.
No, just answer the question. Are any of them from Roc Nation?
But they're from them.
You think that. You have no proof of that. If you got proof, I'll shut the fuck up. That's all you gotta do. Show me proof and I will promise you, not only will I shut the fuck up, I'll be like, damn, that's what they doing now?
A legal campaign to have me sit in deposition. They try to get Drake to sit in depositions. Yes, because they tried any which way to get me a depo. I told you. Like, you're just not hearing because you're running off whatever they programmed you with, which is...
So what you're saying to me is they used whatever the defamation situation with Megan was to bring you in here to ask you questions about this other shit.
Yes.
Okay.
You will hear him on the record say, why are you having a deposition with Livingston Allen and the majority of your questions revolve around Aubrey Graham, Nicki Minaj, and also around State? Are those people connected? This is on record, Charlamagne. Like, and if I'm saying...
The longer this conversation goes on, the dumber I feel like it is, bro. The longer they have this conversation, the more fucking pointless this thing is. Like, this is a fucking pointless conversation. Like, you could literally summarize this and just say, he has his conspiracies about Roc Nation. He has his thoughts about Jay-Z. He has his thoughts about whoever. Charlamagne is basically telling him what he's saying is false, and Akademiks finds a way to spin that and go in another direction just to go right back to saying Jay-Z, Roc Nation behind this. And this is a dumb conversation, honestly. If we're being real, I think most of what we already talked about and what we already seen has probably been the most conversation-worthy parts. Maybe the Colin Kaepernick point and everything else, but this is pointless, dog. This is not going to change his mind. This is not going to change how he is. He's still going to go home and kiss that Drake chain before he go to bed. You know, y'all know that's how this shit going to work. He going to grab the pendant. He going to grab the pendant right before he go to bed. He going to kiss it. He going to go,
That's mine.
good night, Drizzy.
That's mine.
That's what this is. This is how this shit gonna work. This is how it's gonna go. You know what I mean? And that's why this conversation is stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb. And they made this into their own theatrics by sitting here talking. This shit is 3 hours long. 3 hours long of circles around Roc Nation, Drake, Crypto, and Grand Wizard. That's the summary of this whole thing. And Akademiks has been sitting here on the defense the whole entire time for 3 hours trying to defend everything with no evidence. Like, come on, dog. Like, if we fast forward all the way over here, let's see. Are they talking about the same thing still?
I saw you on the stream say, I will choke the shit out of Little Baby. What? All right. So
stop the cap.
Ain't it was supposed to box or something? What happened with that? Make it happen, dog.
So people around Little Baby that like him are going to feel a way about that and want to do some wild shit. Yeah, that's my point is, why provoke things like that? That's totally different than Little Baby's music is what?
For entertainment. Y'all, this is what people got to realize with Akademiks. It's going to be entertainment. And this is why he's going to step outside. And when he step outside, he's going to have bodyguards surrounding him. Because in the crib, he's safe. It's entertainment. Outside, bodyguard.
I picked up the phone. I remember one time picking up the phone and saying, Ak, yo, you go too hard on women, yo. I literally said, don't make the same mistakes that I made. That's what I said to you.
And that wasn't, you did mention that, but that wasn't why you called me.
And I remember picking up the phone and calling you, and I forgot who you might have been wilding on. And I was having like, yo, Ak, you going too hard on women.
I'm gonna be honest with you, when it comes to like career-wise, I gotta say, honestly, I have zero regrets. Every single thing, I think the way I played it was the only way that I could feel like I was being true to what I'm doing that I love.
I respect that. So I should believe, I should believe the video about Drake being a mob boss in Toronto and all of them. I should believe.
Yo, he want to defend Drake so bad. He want to defend Drake gangster so bad right now. You can see it. He just don't know how it's going to come out. He is. Yeah.
You said that Grand and Drake talk more than y'all do.
I'll say it unequivocally for the whole world to hear. That's like my right hand.
Okay. I can't say that about anybody at Roc Nation.
Okay, well.
Who, Grand is your right hand? Nigga, you never met him. Bro, are we gonna keep doing this shit? Listen, does anybody have more information than I do? Has this man met Grand? Because as far as I know, and what I've heard, he has not. How is he your right hand? Lord have mercy, man. Raise these niggas, man.
Well, listen.
I'm being honest. I can't say that.
What they say about you?
they'll probably say that's my man, and I'll say the same thing. Those my peoples. I love Desiree.
Okay,
that's the homie. I love Desiree. That is a complete fact. I think
she's worse than ever happened to hip hop. I think half the shit going on is because of her.
I think you're wrong. I think that she's one of the best things that happened to hip hop. By the way, that's perspective.
I think she's fucked up Jay's legacy in terms of.
I think you're wrong.
In how people perceive him.
I think
there was a time where 99.9% it was all love for Jay, and I think now people look at him as a very slimy, scummy, untrustworthy person.
Well, he's selling out arenas all over the country.
140,000
people are buying his merch.
That's not everybody in the world.
I wish you could come to the show. I'm gonna send you video from the show.
I would never be at that show.
I'm gonna send you video from the show so you can see people singing songs word for word.
I'll go to 10
You shouldn't go to any of.
Yeah, this conversation is stupid. You know I know it's stupid because the whole time I'm looking at this shit and all I could think is this nigga Act probably don't even got no socks on. This man sitting here raw dogging them damn Balenciaga space shoes. Just got the sweaty feet in them damn Balenciaga Space 5s, bro. Like, yeah, come on, man. I'm not paying attention to none of this shit because it's stupid. Oh! It's dumb. It's talking in circles. They not talking about shit. The little things we heard in this shit in the beginning is all we heard. Now, this is all we see. This nigga got the I'm a whatever starter pack. This the fuck is, cause he wear this shit all the time. This nigga got the same fucking build, bruh. It's big ass Balenciagas, some black pants, and then a shirt, and then a fucking cap. Every time, bro. Golly, man. Listen, I don't think he got no socks on. I'm betting on that shit, man. He ain't got no socks on right now. He raw dogging them Balenciagas, man. It's just, golly, man. Sheesh.
If I was in a venue that Jay-Z performed, I would think I'm getting poisoned, like this was a trap. Like,
get some help, brother. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta get some help at this point. Get some help, dog.
Your perspective is your perspective. My perspective is my perspective. And listen, and that's cool. There's billions of people on this planet.
I do have a proposal for them, though. Okay. I think their entire PR is fucked. Whoever they got trying to run narratives weak as fuck. I think they need to come holler at me and George. We could probably do something to them.
You want, once again, do you want to have the conversation? If I can make a conversation happen.
So he basically just admitted that they run better narratives than anybody else. So, the page that he has no control over, that's just George. But here you are. They should come holler at me and George.
This camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
My God.
Charlie, I'm gonna quote Dame Dash on this.
Okay.
Because every time you interview him, you'll ask him questions, and you claim you have some relationship with these other people. Tell us what they say. Because I've said yes to this answer already.
I told you what they said, but you don't want to believe me.
Hold on. I've said yes to that question you're asking already. So now, are we gonna get an update? I've said yes.
Yes.
Will I get an update on, hey, I did talk to them. They told me this.
And I'm telling you right now, they're not thinking about you.
Oh my God.
I know it's good for the stream. I know it's good for the chat niggas. Academics versus Roc Nation. Let's go. Ain't nobody thinking about that, bro. I'm telling you, they not thinking about that. Those conversations, things like that can be, I feel like can be repaired if we need them to be repaired. If not, fuck it. We all good. We go on about our merry way. Because the reality is none of us need each other. So when I'm saying what I'm saying right now.
Yo, y'all stop terrorizing Joe Budden with this damn pump it up song, man. Y'all never gonna let this man live down, pump it up. Why y'all like this, man? Y'all, what up, Joe? Pump it up.
I'm only saying it because I think that's the right thing for us to do. We gotta make a good example for this next generation. Some of that, by the way, some of this next generation, I'm not fucking with. There's a lot of people on your side I'm never fucking with. What do you mean? You're gonna have to make a change.
No,
and then change some of them.
These are some good people over there, man.
That's you did with them Legion of Doom ass niggas, okay?
It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Tag, yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What?